So my opinions on Disney movies. First off, I think Snow White is probably one of the stupidest bitches I know. If a random old lady comes and she just gives you an apple, common sense is that you are not going to eat that. Old ladies nowadays will put heroin, ecstasy, needles in your apples, and this bitch decides that she's going to eat it. That's not fine. Secondly, Jasmine is in a permanent Halloween costume. She is always going to dress like that. Her hair is the size of a tree trunk, and her head is how big? How is she holding up that much hair with her little ass head? Third off, Snow White lives with 7 dwarfs. We all know that hormones are raging, and there is something going on behind them closed doors. There's no way that she's going to be waiting for that prince that long with having 7 men live with. How is the prince even okay with the fact that she lives with 7 men? And has anybody else realized the fact that Belle is in a domestic violence relationship? This beast is throwing her around and she thinks that it's perfectly fine. It is not fine anywhere to do that. Also, Disney is telling me that if I talk to rats and to mice, that I can make them bitch made with a snap of a finger. I don't want my kids walking around when they see a rat or some mice thinking it's fine to talk to them. I want my kids to tell me that there is a rat in the house so I can get a mouse trap. I don't want them to think that this mouse is going to go make them a dress and get some food. This mouse is eating my cereal in my cabinet. And in Jungle Book, I don't want Jungle Book to tell my kids that there's random kids living in the woods, because there's not. And also, in Tarzan, I don't want my kids to think it's fine to bring home random white guys they find in the woods. The same with Pocahontas. She found a random white guy in the woods and she fell in love. What is with these bitches finding random white guys in the woods? It's not fun anywhere. Little Mermaid is telling me by the time I'm 16, I will probably marry a mermaid, and I'm not, because both of my parents are human beings. She is walking around in a shell bra. I don't want my kids to think that it's fine to walk around half nude all the time. And the same goes for Pocahontas and any other princess. They're all dressed in like sluts. How do you think they get attracted to this Prince Charming? Because the way they are dressed. Their dresses are tight, their boobs are hanging out, they're either wearing a shell, short dress. And I don't understand how Pocahontas' hair is so perfect if she don't even own a brush. In Finding Nemo, the only real thing that they have taught somebody is that there are people out there with short-term memory loss. I have a hard enough time telling somebody what I just said if they can't hear me. I'm not going to want to repeat myself 7,000 times. And Cars is telling my kids that it is fine to go 5,053 miles on a dirt road just because they own a red car. That's not fine. That's not fine at all. I've had enough.